The fastest way to stay broke is to spend money proving you are not broke, because that single sentence is the entire reason most people will never build wealth. It's not their salary, it's not the economy, it's not bad luck. It's the fact that the moment money comes in, it's already promised to something that makes them look like they don't need money. I want to show you exactly how this works. Not with motivation, not with vague advice, with numbers. And by the end of this, you'll probably see something about yourself that you didn't want to see. Let's start with a simple truth. If you can't manage your life on $2,000 a month, you won't manage it on $4,000 either. You'll just have nicer problems. This isn't an opinion. It's a pattern that shows up in almost every income bracket.
People who feel broke on $3,000 a month feel just as broke on $6,000. People earning $100,000 a year live one bad month away from panic. Athletes who sign contracts worth tens of millions go bankrupt within 5 years of retirement. The numbers change. The feeling doesn't. Because the problem was never the income. The problem is something called lifestyle inflation, and almost nobody escapes it accidentally. Here's what it looks like. You're making $2,000 a month. You're tight, but you survive. You get a raise. Now you're making $3,000. For about 2 weeks, you feel rich. You can finally relax a little. But then something quiet happens. You start saying yes to things you used to say no to. The apartment you tolerated starts feeling small. The car that worked starts feeling old. The neighborhood starts feeling like it's beneath you. You don't make one big decision to spend more, you make 100 small ones. And 6 months later, you're tight again.
Different lifestyle, same feeling. This is the trap, and it doesn't stop. It scales. The same person at $5,000 a month, $10,000 a month, $20,000 a month still feels one paycheck away from problems, because their definition of normal keeps moving with their income. Now here's where it gets painful. Let's say you got that $1,000 raise. From $2,000 to $3,000. You could have kept living the exact same life. Same apartment, same car, same everything. That $1,000 a month is $12,000 a year. If you took that $12,000 and put it into a basic index fund, something that just tracks the market, historically, that grows at around 10% a year on average over the long term. In 5 years, that's roughly $76,000. In 10 years, it's over $200,000. In 20 years, around $700,000 from one raise that you didn't even spend.
Now, compare that to what most people actually do with the same raise. They upgrade the apartment, $500 more rent. They upgrade the car, $300 more a month. They eat out more, $200 more. The $1,000 is gone. In 20 years, they have nothing, but they had nicer things along the way. This is the math of status spending. You don't see it because it never shows up on a bill. It shows up in everything you didn't build. Halfway through, I want to slow down here for a second. Look around your room. Look at the things you bought in the last 2 years. Now ask yourself something. Be honest. Nobody is watching. How many of those things did you buy because you wanted them? And how many did you buy hoping someone else would notice? Most people have never asked that question, because if they did, they'd realize most of what's in their house wasn't really for them. Now let me show you something that changes how you look at money completely.
There are 2 types of purchases. The first type makes you look better. The second type makes you stronger. Most people only buy the first type and call it an investment. Here's the difference. A $40,000 car you bought to feel respected at work is the first type. It depreciates. It costs you money to insure. It costs you money to maintain. 5 years from now, it's worth $15,000. You spent $40,000 to feel a certain way for 60 months. That's about $660 a month for an emotion. A $2,000 laptop you bought to do work that pays you more is the second type. It made you faster. It let you take on more clients. It paid for itself in 3 months. Now compare a $5,000 watch to a $500 course that teaches you a skill people pay for.
The watch sits on your wrist. People notice it for 2 seconds. Then they forget. The skill stays with you. It compounds. It can change your entire income. Both cost money. One returns nothing. The other returns everything. This isn't about being cheap. It's about understanding what you're actually buying. Are you buying an outcome or an appearance? Because your future is built by outcomes, not appearances.
Now here's the part most people miss. The reason status spending is so dangerous isn't even about the money you lose. It's about who you become while you're losing it. When you spend years buying the version of yourself you want to be seen as, you slowly forget who you actually are. You start needing the upgrades just to feel okay. You can't go back to the smaller apartment, even though it was fine. You can't drive the older car, even though it worked. You can't be seen with the cheaper option, even though you used to be happy with it. You've trained yourself to need things you didn't need before. And the moment something goes wrong, a layoff, a medical bill, a recession, you realize none of those things you bought can hold you up. The car doesn't help you. The watch doesn't help you. The followers who saw your post don't help you. The only thing that holds you up is the system you didn't build because you were too busy buying things that made you look like you didn't need one there. So what do you actually do? You don't need to give anything up. You don't need to live like a monk. You need one thing, a filter.
Before any purchase that matters, ask yourself one question. Am I buying this because it makes my life better or because it makes me look like my life is better? Those two things sound similar. They're completely different. One adds to you, the other costs you. Most of the things people buy do the second one, and they don't even notice. That's the whole game. Notice, catch yourself, and every time you catch yourself, you save money you didn't even know was bleeding out. Now, this is just one half of the picture. This video showed you where the money disappears. The next video is going to show you where it should actually go. No motivational nonsense. No crypto talk, just the real way regular people turn an extra $1,000 a month into something that compounds. If you want that one, subscribe so you don't miss it when it drops. And if any part of this hits something real for you, leave a comment with just one word, seen. That's it. I'll know what you mean. See you in the next one.